Guys, there are Deuces here with another action figure review, taking a look at the DC Collectibles DC Essentials Aquaman. DC Essentials is definitely not a line of figures that I'm probably going to get into unless they end up getting really good. But I got Black Manta, so I figured I needed to get Aquaman to go with Black Manta because I do want to have a little display with them fighting each other. They're yin and yang, they go together, so I figured I'd get this one. So yeah, not too much to talk about. Here he is in the packaging. It's that DC Essentials packaging that you would know if you've seen the line at all. You get an image of the figure on the side, Aquaman. He's number 7. I didn't even know there's 7 figures released yet, but you got the figure, DC Collectibles, 20 years on the top there, DC Collectibles logo there, 7. Flip around the back, you get a read up of the actual line of figures. And you get the other figures that you're able to get. I have reviewed Black Manta, so go check that out if you'd like. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging. So I'll crack this open, and we'll take a close look at the figure. Alright, I got Aquaman out of the packaging, and I like it. There's good things about it. There's bad things about it. Unfortunately, the bad things are almost equal as the good things. It's about 50-50. He's actually not standing on his own right now. I have him leaning against the back my wall right here because he doesn't stand well, and I have that issue with Black Manta, not as badly with Black Manta, which is honestly surprising because Black Manta has a backpack and a big ass head, but Black Manta's, and the problems with the ankle joints, they're just fucking awful. I mean, I just don't get why they decided to go with the ankle joints they did. I don't know why they can't just do the same engineering that the Marvel Legends figures use for their ankle joints, because the ones that they're doing for this DC Essentials figures, they're bad. They're not good, and it's really unfortunate that they're really bad on this Aquaman. My Manta can at least stand up straight. Getting him to pose is a bit of an issue with staying him straight. It can't even get Aquaman standing up straight right now, and it's probably because he's really friggin' heavy. Torso's heavy. I bet you if I played around with articulation enough, I could probably get him to stand. But he just keeps wanting to fall back because the joints and the ankles keep wanting to fall backwards. There. I got him to stand, but this is the first time I've been able to get him to stand without any support. That's bad. That's just bad. It shouldn't be that hard. At any rate, I'm going to take him from standing, unfortunately, so we can get a closer look. Sculpt-wise, I think it's pretty good. All of these DC Essentials figures use generally the same mold. Aquaman's a bit different because he has the serrated, sort of chainmail-esque torso, so he doesn't use as much, but it's still very similar. Head sculpt's good. I like it. I think, looks like Aquaman. Not that hard to get that look, I don't think. The paint's a little sketchy, especially with the eyebrow there, which is a bit unfortunate. The eyes look good, though. Even the lips aren't too bad. And the hair is pretty decent, too. Not a whole lot of craziness going on, but there is some different coloration going on there to kind of bring out the details, so I like that. Got the gold collar there, which looks good. And he's got a very classic costume going on. So you got the bright orange, metallic orange torso here, which looks really cool. And you got the sculpted, I guess, chainmail. I got a little bit of crud on his chest there. I thought it was scraped off plastic, but I don't think it is. Just something weird in there, so I might be able to scrape that off. I'm not sure, but that's there, and that looks pretty good. And the muscle anatomy looks pretty good, proportion wise. Looks pretty good. He does have these green gloves here, which have the fins on them, so that's pretty cool. These are unique to this figure, which is nice. Whole torso is new, I think. And then you got the belt buckle, just in gold, has his Aquaman logo, which is pretty cool. Aquaman, but and then the legs, I'm pretty sure the legs and the groin area are the same as like every DC Essentials figure. But he does have different calves because they do have the fins on them, so that's pretty cool. He does have some different parts, so it makes him a bit more unique than like Brainiac, which is like a straight up repaint, I think, aside from his head. But yeah, he looks good. He's pretty simple, not a whole lot to talk about, but it looks good. I like how it looks. It's just a pain that the articulation, the ankles, make this really hard to deal with because they're just weak. But anyways, going into articulation, he's got a ball joint in the head with a hinge. And you can rotate it. It's a little weird. It keeps wanting to like almost just weird. You can hear it kind of sticking, but hoping that's not going to break. He does have a hinge there as well, so you can actually look up a decent amount. and look down a decent amount, so I like that. Not really any pivot, though. Ball hinges the shoulders to move pretty good. Swivels at the bicep, which move good. Double hinges at the elbows, which are good. Not stuck at all. I have a double hinge on my Black Manta where one of the points on the double hinge is stuck. His ab crunch, which is pretty tight, honestly. He crunches back a bit and forward just a bit. It's not too crazy, but you do get that movement, so that's cool. He does have a swivel at the waist. Mine was tight at first until it broke in, so just be aware of that. Ball hinges at the hips, which have really good spread and can kick forward, so that's pretty good. Swivel at the thigh, double hinges at the knee, a swivel cut at the boot that Black Manta did not have, and then you have the ankle joints, whereas you can hinge them forward and back, but if you want them to have, and they have a swivel there, so they do pivot a bit, but if you want to have a really good pivot, you can actually rotate the joint so it can move forward and back like that. But if you want to be able to stand up straight, you have to have the joint like that, and like I said, it just wants to, with the weakness of the knee joint and the ankle joint combined, he just wants to keep falling backwards, because the torso is pretty heavy. It's not like hollow, it's like a big chunk of plastic, so, or at least that's what it feels like. So I just wish this articulation was a little more solid around the leg area to be able to support him better. Getting him into a pose or a sting, the leg keeps wanting to just go. Give. Like, it's just atrocious. Like, you can just see, he's on there. I finally got it, but you had to play around with it way too much just to get a standing pose. That sucks. Gonna move him. He's probably gonna fall back. Oh, he didn't fall backwards. Okay. He does come with one accessory, which is, again, the drawback to this figure. Comes with this Triton, which is pretty cool. It's made of a more solid plastic, not very pliable, so don't bend it, basically. But it's sculpted nicely and just in this gold plastic, but it looks pretty cool. He has a gripping hand on his left hand, but not on his right. I wish the right hand was the gripping hand and not the left. The left is just, the right is, sorry, is just a balled fist punching hand. I wish he came with alternate hands or I wish he just came with two gripping hands, because you can only really get one-handed poses with the Trident. You can't get two-handed poses, which really sucks. I have no idea why they didn't give multiple hands. That's been an issue with all of the figures. And I don't know, even just all the hands aren't good, but I mean, the DC Icons figure also came with an alternate head that had the little telepathic to fish effect coming out of the forehead. So I wouldn't really need the effect, but some other stuff to come with this figure would have been really great, because Trident's cool, but I'm left wanting, I suppose. And even just some more hands, because without the hands, you just kind of, can't even get double-handed pose. And now I'm just also realizing he's got gloves on, but he's got fingernails. What the hell? These are probably reused hands. Okay, that's a little weird. But you can just slide the Triton in there, I think. Get it in there. I don't really want to. Okay, you can slide it in there, and he does hold it tightly, so that is a good thing. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so you got him holding the Tritons. And also, another thing I'm going to say now is it honestly looks like this Triton could be longer. I don't know. I've always figured it would be at least going down to his feet so you can kind of have it holding up. But you can't do that because this Triton's shorter. I mean, maybe this is accurate. The Triton's not supposed to be crazy long. But I find it's a little short. That is a bit unfortunate. Now, let's see if I can get Aquaman standing. Okay, there we go. So I got him standing there. I'll do the one comparison I'm going to do, which is just with the other DC Essentials figure I have, which is with his villain counterpart, Black Manta. Put them there. Pretty cool. They're about the same height. I think Aquaman might be just slightly taller. But they're about the same height. They scale well, because they should. They're in the same line. Proportion-wise, they look good. Yeah, I like it. I like how these guys look. It's going to be cool to display them together. I have no idea if this Aquaman's going to be able to hold a dynamic pose at all, but we'll find out. I will say I do like the Black Manta figure better. Partly out of bias, because Black Manta's one of my favorite DC characters anyways, and I like him over Aquaman anyways, but the figure itself is just better. The ankle joints, while they're still bad on Black Manta, aren't as bad because it's way easier to get him standing up straight. Black Manta also comes with a lot more accessories, which is good, and he actually has 2 gripping hands, which Aquaman does not. And actually, I just want to check real quick. Do they share the same hands? Yeah, they share the same hands. Black Manta has the fingernails too. It's just a lot less obvious because of the black. But yeah, taking Black Manta out of there. Overall, this Aquaman figure is not bad. If you don't already have an Aquaman figure, and you're going to get the Black Manta DC Essentials figure, I'd pick this one up to scale with them and go with that Black Manta figure. But if you already have like the DC Icons Aquaman or any other Aquaman that you already like and you don't want to get the DC Essentials Black Manta, or if the DC Essentials Black Manta will scale well with the Aquaman you already have, you could probably pass on this one. He's good, and I don't have an Aquaman figure, so he suits for what I need, but there are better Aquaman figures out there. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video.